Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. We have a very exciting video today. We're going to look at how we can increase our wealth. So to do that we need financial stability, we need to get a great financial well-being, and I'm going to share a lot of hints and a lot of situations and scenarios in this video that I want you to look at in your position and digest that information so it will be highly beneficial to you. Please like and subscribe to this video. I'm going to be bringing out a lot of future content on savings, investments, budgeting, and a host of general financial topics. And leave a comment below if there's any financial topic that you want me to look at and evaluate. I'll do that. That's no problem at all. Thanks. Now let's get started. To increase our wealth, we need to first look at ourselves. So let's look at our incomes. We may have incomes from investments, we may have incomes from our job, but are we tax efficient? Now, when I say tax efficient, I mean, are we paying the correct tax rate? Are we claiming the correct tax credits? And are we applying the correct tax reliefs? Because we want to ensure that we're claiming everything we're entitled to. Everything. Because it's said that the average American doesn't really know what to claim, when to claim, and maybe it could be beneficial for you to employ a local accountant, or if you have a friend or family member who's very financially aware, they might give you advice on this. Or if you want to leave a comment down below, we could do a video to evaluate various income tax reliefs and credits that I could go through. Because if you are overpaying your tax and you're not claiming the refund that you may be entitled to over years and years and years, this is going to accumulate and you're going to end up losing a lot of your income that you aren't meant to be. So let's look at our outgoings. Now, the biggest debt we have in life is the mortgage on our home. So how can we get that down? How can we reduce it? What do? We need to review the mortgage interest rate we're paying. Look at competitors. Look at other lending institutions. Ask friends, ask family, what mortgage interest rate are you paying? That's all you have to say. And especially if you haven't reviewed your mortgage interest rate in a couple of years, with the coronavirus, mortgage interest rates got slashed only last week. So you need to constantly review them. And not even that, other mortgage providers could be offering you a cash bonus for switching to them. So not only will you have lower repayments every month on your mortgage, you're also getting a cash offer for switching that you can go on holiday with, or you can do whatever you want with. So that's another huge way you can increase your wealth, by lowering your costs. And there's also other costs you can lower. Even if you reevaluate your situation regarding transport, you may have a car that you're paying a lot in gas, you may be paying high insurance, high motor tax, high motor repairs. Whereas if you got a bus card, monthly bus card, does that save you a lot of money? Evaluate all these different scenarios and situations, and I guarantee if you sit down with a pen and paper, get all your outgoings, look at suppliers, competitors, compare all them, guarantee you'll make a lot of savings monthly and you will increase your wealth. This is only the start of increasing your wealth. Remember, we haven't even looked at the big bits. This is just the beginning of increasing your wealth. And then little things you can do to increase your wealth, but they add up. Look at your TV, broadband, gas, electricity, telephone, house insurance, loads of different bills. Look at competitors. What are they offering? Are they cheaper? And if they are, switch. Save yourself that money and it'll add up. And over a year, it may look small a month, but if you add up all them different things over a year, you're saving thousands of dollars a year. Next I want to look at is the current role you're in. Are you underpaid for the job you're in? Now, how do you know if you're underpaid? What you do is you go on a career site, you look at the career you're in, you look at locations around you, if there's any, and see what they're offering. Simple as, if you're a software engineer, go on, type in software engineer in locations around you. Make sure that reasonably they have the same education level and years of experience working as you, and then you'll see if you're under or overpaid. And if you're underpaid, go in, ask for a pay rise. They say no, okay, leave. Simple as. Now, another thing that you could look at also is your skill set. So are your skill set in the position to utilize the best of your ability? Why I ask this is because generally, if your skill set is better than the average person, that means you're going to get paid more than the average person in the average role. So, for example, if you work in a shop that sells confectionery or which such as chocolate bars, but in school you're extremely good at maths, you're much better than the average person, maybe you'd be better working in finance, working as an accountant, for example. Maybe that's where your optimism lies, and that's where you'll really shine in your job and your career. And that's ultimately how you'll show employers why you should be paid more than the average person, because you're better than them in that position. So that's something you need to weigh up your skill set, because you know yourself what you're better than the average person, and you're always better at least one thing than the average person. So don't think you're not, because deep down you really do know what you are better than. And then if for some reason you think you're not better, why don't you look at investing in your education? You may know a friend or family member who's he's earning $100,000 a year, I'm only earning 30. Well, you need to say why. What has he done in his career that you haven't? Has he done a brilliant college course that's highly looked at, highly sought after? Why don't you do that? What's stopping you? I know these are very expensive and they take a lot of time, they take a lot of effort in your life, but weigh up the benefits. Isn't it better to work hard for 3-4 years and get a massive benefit over 20-30 years? Yes, you need to weigh up these options. Even if you have children at home, just weigh up the options. It'd be beneficial. I know it's going to be extremely hard, but just put your mind and your soul and you can really do it. You really can accomplish it, and you will get your due, what you're due, the money you're wanting. You really put your heart, really put your soul into it. Another thing you could look at is starting an entrepreneurship. You have a brilliant idea. Maybe that idea has been knocking at the back of your head for months or years. That's because you're really in tune deep down that this idea will work. So go for it. Don't stop, don't hesitate. If you need advice on it, let's go seek advice on it. Whether it be your local accountant, whether it be your city council, go get advice. Friends, family, they're always there for advice as well. So go with your initiative, because generally your initiative will push you and guide you as well. So it'll be a great start for you in entrepreneurship. If that's what you're looking at, if that's what you think, if that idea is just with you, just go for it. You're better off, and you'll see a lot of benefits if it works out for you. You'll be morally happy, you'll be financially better off. So don't let that stray. Remember, even if you fail, okay, at least you tried. It's better than not trying. Failing is. So you can go there. Another thing we could look at is if all these little things don't work, and these are just small things starting off, and you're like, I just can't increase my wealth, maybe it might be better if you went and hired a financial advisor or financial planner to just review your situation, which is sit down, have a big review, and they could come out with a suitable solution that may help you increase your wealth. They may notice something in your incomes and outcomes that could be tweaked, or in your daily life that could be tweaked, that could help you. So never rule that off the table. There's also other things we can do to increase our wealth. Long term, we can make investments, whether that be into stocks or into bonds, or more recently last decade into cryptocurrency also. There's a lot of different investment options, which I'm going to do a video on. I'm going to break down a video on a whole heap of different investment options that are available to you, ones that could be beneficial for you 20, 30, 40 years down the line. Because when you make investments, you need to first of all establish a goal. You need to establish your goal and establish your time horizon. So what's your goal? What's the period you need to get that goal achieved by? Because they're the main two when you're looking at your stocks, your cryptocurrency, your bonds, whatever it is you want to look at to invest in. They're the main things you look at. So we're going to break that down in a different video. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video and you took hints, little bits, and looked at your personal life as well on little things that you can do that can help increase your wealth. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, because I'm going to be bringing out them future videos on investments, on budgeting, on savings. All be very beneficial to you. And just before we go, don't forget tomorrow or even this evening or whenever, evaluate your current position. Look at all your incomes, outgoings, look at competitors for them outgoings and other suppliers for your lending institution, for all your bills, your electricity, your gas, and check are prices different. This is how you start, because when you do that and you weigh up and you move supplier, competitor, and you save a couple of $100 a month, that's when we go into my next video on investment and we invest that couple of $100 that can increase your wealth more down the line. See how it all adds up? Great. Take care, guys. See you.